Hello and welcome to Edutrainex, your best guide in studying abroad and the visa application process. I am Nandini Vas and this is part 2 of the video on studying MBA in Australia. So if you haven't seen the first part yet, then go ahead and watch it first. So in this video, I will tell you about eligibility requirements for MBA programs in Australia, costs of doing it, financial aided scholarships, salary after completing the course, skill shortage list, and Australia work visa after MBA. Now let's get started. So for admission to a top Australian university or institution, you must meet the following requirements. First is applicants must hold a bachelor's degree from a recognized university in any field. Next is Australian visas require good PTE scores. So admission to a university requires students from non-native English speaking countries to demonstrate their proficiency in the English language. So here's some bonus information. If you want to prepare for PTE exams, then Edutrainex will be a trusted guide. It is the best online platform for PTE preparations where you will get detailed information about its different tasks. You can even watch the videos on our YouTube channel, solve numerable mock tests to get the real exam feel, and the best part is its Intelli Assist, which will guide you even when your tutor is not by your side. Sounds interesting, right? So for more information, visit our website. The link I'll put in the description below. Coming back to the eligibility requirements list, the next is work experience. So aspirants with 2 to 3 years of work experience are definitely advantageous. Although it is not a requirement, it is common for universities to prefer candidates with 2 to 3 years of work experience in their field. And the last one is GMAT score. So almost all Australian universities and colleges accept GMAT scores for admission to MBA programs. So in order to get into a top university to pursue an MBA, you need to score well on the GMAT, that is the Graduate Management Admission Test. An Australian university requires a GMAT score of at least 700 to be considered for admission. However, a few colleges in Australia do not require GMAT scores in admissions. According to their admission requirements, universities have been divided into 3 main categories. For admission to the first category, universities, students must have good GMAT score, substantial work experience, and a PTE or IELTS score. Applicants to the second category universities must either meet GMAT requirements or have work experience and a PTE or IELTS score. University in the third category only admit students based on their academic and PTE or IELTS scores. Next, a university's curriculum and costs are 2 of the most important factors while selecting a program. So make sure you compare the costs of studying at different universities and choose the best one that fits your budget. So the cost of the project work is influenced by many factors such as course fees, accommodation, travel expenses, and research. So an MBA degree in Australia can cost from around 126,000 Australian dollars to even 16,000 Australian dollars depending on the program and location. So this is the list of the top 10 MBA schools in Australia according to their fees. Talking about financial aid and scholarships for MBA in Australia, so funding is the biggest challenge aspirants face when planning to study abroad. So there are several ways to finance your education, but not all students qualify for educational loans. So there are a few universities in Australia that offer tuition fee waivers, financial aid to students who are pursuing professional degrees like MBA. So therefore, students often seek scholarships to fund their education. However, you should take note of the eligibility criteria and different types of costs covered by their scholarship. So mostly the main purpose of pursuing a degree is to get a job after completing it, right? So now let me tell you about the salary after completing an MBA in Australia. So employers are willing to pay handsomely for MBA if you have the right skills and talent. Undoubtedly, MBA graduates earn some of the best salaries in the world. In Australia, business schools are highly regarded due to their high demand among multinational companies, And the top industries offering MBA jobs are financial services, consulting, professional services, manufacturing, engineering, IT or computer services, and education. So, the Department of Immigration and Border Protection's skilled occupation list indicates that if your occupation is on the list of shortage occupations, then you have a greater chance of getting an Australian visa. However, you must also meet the other requirements. So even if you do not pass the points test, you can still get an Australian visa if you are under 45 years of age and possess at least 6 to 7 years of professional experience. An international student who has recently graduated from an Australian institution can apply for a post-study work visa in Australia. After completing his education, the visa holder may work, study and stay in Australia temporarily. So as primary applicants, students can get a temporary graduate visa subclass 485. And if you want to know about temporary graduate visa 485, its eligibility criteria and the required documents, you can read it on our blog or watch it on our YouTube channel. The link again I'll put in the description below. So that was all about studying MBA in Australia. The country has excellent opportunities for MBA students based in terms of quality education, fees or job prospects. So the MBA market in Australia is worth over 500 million Australian dollars, promising students a brilliant career after completing the degree. Therefore, if you are planning to do an MBA, then Australia will definitely be one of the best options. Thank you.
With every passing day, more and more students are joining Edutrainex's highly successful PTE courses, which are very result oriented yet inexpensive, which you can join from anywhere in the world and realize your dreams of studying or settling abroad. So, if you're struggling with your English test requirements, join us today for guaranteed success.